Hello, welcome to December 20th, another video on another day of my almost Vlogmas. I'm so glad that you're here today. I'm super excited about what I'm bringing to you, and I'm also being a little vulnerable, so no judgment, please. This is always a judgment-free zone, but especially with what I'm going to talk about today. As some of you know, I am a paper and pen planner girl. It is a kind of a secret passion of mine. I've talked about it on the channel a little bit. Quite frankly, when I talk about it, not that many of you seem very interested in it. And also, I don't feel like I'm very good at those kinds of videos. So in the nature of doing what we know we're good at, I haven't done a lot of them. But the truth is, it's something I'm super duper passionate about. And so I thought, going into the new year, why not share what I'm currently using, what I'll be using for 2025, and just kind of share my thoughts and feelings, why I love planners so very much, and showing you some options in case you were considering that for 2025. And yeah, I'm just really glad you're here. Okay, so if you're a person that does all digital, I love that, and I think that's fantastic. That's what my husband does. That's what so many people do. That's what I did for work a lot. But what I have found works best for me, because I have a very, very creative brain. There are a lot of monkeys up here, is getting things from my brain onto paper, cement them in my brain, and help me achieve my goals. It's as simple as that. I am more successful. I get more done, far more efficient when I am working with paper and pen as opposed to just digitally. So let's go through. I've spent the last couple of days really honing in on what I want this first quarter of 2025 to look like, both from a work perspective and a personal perspective. So let's show you the planner lineup, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more about it. This is my current planner stack. I will be using for 2025 my Plum Paper Weekly, my Laurel Denise Monthly Project Edition, and this is what I use for my content creation. You can tell it is well loved. None of these are new, as I said before. They're all ones that I've been using for part of last year that I'm carrying over to this year. I'll be using my Laurel Denise sticky layout, which I love these so much. They are sized to fit in the Laurel Denise planners, but they work really well with plum paper as well. And I don't know what it is. Could you get stickers or stickies way cheaper? 100%. Love this layout. I love that it's flat and I can keep it with my planner stack. It just brings me joy. And then this is just one of the plum paper notebooks. I have used this thing to death. It has places where you can do like monthly goals and stuff. I haven't ever done that, so maybe I'll fill that out for this year. But the way that I did it, I'll show you guys later, because I ordered this for me specifically for a particular way that I like to plan things out creatively. So I'll show you this one later, but this is where I do like workshopping, I brainstorm, all of my brain dumps are in here, all of that sort of thing. So we'll start with the planner that I use every single week. For years, I did a planner. I did one for work and one for home. It was fine, but now that my content is mostly lifestyle, I have found that the two overlap all the time, and things were getting really redundant because things that I would do in my weekly life, I was also doing content for, and it just was silly. There was no reason to have two. So in June of this year, I bought this planner, and I've been using it for both work and home, and it is the best. So I'll show you. It's 24 and 25. You've got all this room for special dates in the beginning. And then each month, I'm going to take you to a blank month so you can see, and then I'll show you how I did January, which is what I worked on yesterday. Each month you have a dashboard set up, and I have the sticker subscription. I know. It's extra, but I love my sticker subscription. I love it with a deep level of adoration that I cannot quite describe. And I'll show you the stickers, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. But you've got a dashboard page and then a notes page. And generally I will write goals for the month here. And then this is just where I'll jot down different important things I don't want to forget. This is your monthly layout, and this is where when I load for the month, this is where I will put all the known appointments, things I don't want to forget, holidays. I chose to get it without the holidays already loaded. So that's something that I go in and do before the beginning of every month. You can absolutely get it with all of the holidays loaded. One thing, if you do decide to go with plum paper, don't get overwhelmed because there are so many layout options. And especially if you're new to them, personally, what I would do is go cheap. Just get like a 6-month planner, go with one of their preset templates so you don't have a lot of decisions to make, and see what you like and don't like about it. That's not a big financial investment. I think you're going to be like in the well under $50 range. And then you can decide what features you think you would like more. I like this one because I have a really good monthly spread, and then you've got a weekly layout. Now, I do the monthly spread at the end of the month before. I don't do this part, I don't do the weekly layout until like Saturday or Sunday before the week starts. So this is where I'm transferring over everything that I know is happening for the week, goals for the week, appointments for the week, videos I need to film, blocking out my time. Everything I need to do for work and home is going in here. I don't anymore have to work in time blocks, but they do have several versions where you've got, morning and night and things like that. I just like it being open because every day is different for me. And if I want to do it like morning and evening, I can always draw that in myself. But I have found that more options for me to be flexible is something that will keep me using a planner as opposed to being, hemmed in to doing it a particular way. So I'll show you, I've moved into January. I did this yesterday. I put my little stickers down. Those aren't straight. I'm okay with it, so you be okay with it. I've only put down here our dates for Disney World. I haven't done anything else yet on this part, so I do need to kind of brainstorm some goals. I have a lot going on in January because I am launching the e-course, Lord willing. So I have some dates in there for that I need to not forget. I've used this little Laurel Denise sticky note to put here just for anything that I want to jot down that I'm not ready to like move over here yet, because I really like for this to look clean if possible. I've got stickers down for paying Annalise, which, she just got married, so her last initial changed. So that's why she's Pay AC there and she's Pay AM there. If you don't know, Annalise is my virtual assistant. I love her. I did things like I marked down a day that I know I want to take to myself, some motivation, when I'm going to take down my Christmas lights. I have a doctor's appointment. I have our vacation mapped out. I marked down when MLK Jr. Day is. This is normally a day of service for me, either virtually or in person. I'll try to do something of a volunteer nature in my community, so I need to plan out that. I've got trash day marked down. So this is a really fun exercise for me. And some people might be like, oh my gosh, that's so dumb. Why are you playing with stickers? And I'm like, listen, the stickers help me be intentional with my time. They help me, like I see things like this one that they gave us. It said taking a me day. And it prompted me to think, when am I doing that in January? When am I scheduling some time for self-care? When am I scheduling my, exercise time? What are my exercise goals? And I haven't used those little doodles yet, but there's all kinds of different stickers that you can use. There is a habit tracker every month in the sticker kit, so you can color each day when you've done your habit. And those things seem silly to some people, but for me, they are wildly motivating and it just keeps me on track. So I absolutely love this. This is January sticker kit, a lot of which I've already used, but just to kind of show you guys the kind of stickers that you get, and you order them specific to the size planner that you have. So a lot of these still to use. But yeah, it's just it's a great way to just start every month for me. So again, I haven't done anything yet with the actual weeks. I won't do the first week of January until after Christmas. But yeah, this is my Ride or Die planner. I love this planner. I've been using it now for months. Okay, My content planner, which I've only been using since October, is this Laurel Denise Monthly Project Edition. Now, the reason I love this, and I'm going to go to a blank month so you can see, you fill everything in yourself. So if for some reason I didn't want to use it one month, I'm not wasting anything. And you go ahead and fill out the month and the days and all of that. But this layout with the 4 weeks is so amazing for me for doing content planning. But like November, I really used the dickens out of this. And I was able to put all my dates down there. I used some of my plum paper stickers. I was able to map out my weeks. I love using the sticky notes because it gives me the opportunity to move things around. Didn't really use it very well or very much in December, but then January, sneak peek for those of you that are not yet subscribed to the channel, if you want to know what's coming up after Vlogmas, this might either make you subscribe or make you not. Not sure. You know, I'm not for everyone, as I always say. But this is what I hope to do in January. I've done the sticky notes because that way these things I can move around if the dates end up not working for whatever reason. I'm going to try in January to do 2 videos a week, all of 2024, predominantly until Vlogmas when I lost my mind. I've only done 1 video a week, so I'm excited to move to 2 videos a week, and we'll see. January is going to be busy for me work-wise because I also have all the e-course stuff to do, as I already said. So I have some things to film in that regard, but I just love it. I love that it is like a clean slate. I went ahead and did February. This is very tentative, so I haven't done a lot with that yet. And for March, all I've done is mark out like the actual days and the one big travel that I know is coming up in March. So yeah, it's a really good way for me to plan my content. And when I go to work, it's small, so I can stick this in my bag and take it to Starbucks, take it to the library, wherever, and I know that I have all of my content planning in one place. So I love this. And then just for like brain dump and notes and all of that, I don't want to show you too much of this because I really do like a lot of very personal journaling and all that sort of thing. This is a video I never filmed. That's so funny. Maybe best life advice for right now. Take anything that robs your peace off your phone, get a pet, reevaluate spending, set a huge goal. That is actually a really good video. I don't know when I wrote that or, oh, it's 2022. This was a video idea for 2022. How funny is that? Okay, well, we need to reevaluate that, obviously. But the thing I want to point out to you about this is I have different sections with different types of paper. This is just my creative process. You may not be this way at all, but you know, I'm sharing how I do it. I have one whole section that is lined, and then I have one whole section that is blank because there is something about paper without lines that really helps me be more creative, literally think outside of the box. I can sketch on these pages. I can do doodling while I'm, you know, on the phone in a meeting or whatever. That really helps me stay more focused. And I just really love it. I'm trying to see if I can find a good example of when I've just kind of, these are some older videos, just some like regular brainstorming. Oh, here's a good example. This is when we were working on the, basement plan before we decided we couldn't afford to do that. But like anything that I need to sketch out is really, really helpful. And yeah, I really find it really nice to have blank and lined pages. Back here, I haven't really used this section and I need to figure out a way to use it. So if you have thoughts on how I could use this, put those down in the comments. This is meant to be used as a checklist section, and I just haven't brainstormed enough to figure out what I could do with this, but it would be fun to figure out something for 2025 because there are a lot of those pages. So yeah, so that's it. That is all the paper planning I will be doing for 2025, my Laurel Denise planner, my plum paper, monthly and weekly, my notes, and then my little Laurel Denise sticky pads. And as far as pens go, this is my pen of choice forever and for always. It is the Papermate Wright Brothers 1.0. This is my pen. I also love me a good Flair pen, but the Flair pens tend to bleed through just ever so slightly. Not if I use a light touch, but they do tend to bleed through a little bit, so I don't use those as much. This is my pen of choice for always and forever, and I probably need to get new ones, but yeah, there you go. That is all of my planning nonsense and what I will be using to run my life and my business in 2025. So yeah, that is the plan. I am always open to changing my mind, but this system that I'm using now has been working for me for months and months and months. And so I am, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And in some ways I feel like the entire 7 years I've run my business, I've been looking for that really great combination of digital, which by the way, I do still use. Scott and I share a calendar. So I still reference that. Like I still put all my doctor's appointments, work meetings, vacations, travel, all that kind of stuff. And then I transfer everything into the paper planners right before the next month. And that's just what works for me. So I think the most important takeaway is not like you have to do it this particular way. And I think if someone tells you that, like if you watch a video and they're like, this is the only way to manifest your dreams and to be intentional with your time, that's nonsense. People are so different and everybody has a different way of planning and working. And it's taken me a long time to come up with a system that works for me. So it would be unrealistic for you to expect to just find something immediately, especially if you've never done any planning before. But also if you are a paper planning person and your current system is not working for you, this is my giving you blanket permission to release whatever money you have spent, whatever's happened, and just start fresh. Because it does, if you are holding on to a planner because you paid good money for it and it's not working for you, then you're just hurting yourself. You're not going to get the money back that you spent. And different seasons of your life may cause for you to plan differently. And that's not only okay, it's expected. And there's no way for you to grow and evolve unless you kind of expect that from yourself. And then you may need to purchase some additional supplies to reflect who you are now and the way that you want to plan things now. So yeah, I hope this was fun. I know the planning videos aren't for everybody, but I figure if there's ever a time to kind of experiment and do something fun, it's during Vlogmas. So if you like this kind of video, make sure you comment below. There are always a few of you that are like, please do more of these videos. And then I do them and they don't get hardly any views, but it's still fun for me to do them and it's motivating. So you know what? Why not? Maybe I'm going to do more planning videos in 2025. I don't know. Okay, let's go down in the basement and do our advent calendars. Woohoo! Okay, we're now down here again. I hope that was fun. It was fun for me. Yeah, it was fun for me. And not only that, but I'm feeling very ready going into the first quarter of 2025. And I really cannot, I suppose this is true of me when I worked a traditional job too. I can't go on break until I'm feeling like I'm ready for whatever January might bring. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Okay, speaking of which, let's go to moving our calendar to 5 days before. Every time I do this, I think about that scene in Christmas Vacation, or not scene, but like all the scenes where they open the little windows of their little advent calendar and the ding dong. You know what I'm talking about if you know the scene. Okay, there you go. 5 days till Christmas. 5 days. 5 days. So really 4 days, depending on how you count. I don't know why. Let me turn you around. I don't think I adjusted you guys yesterday, so that's amazing. We'll do more of the tree and less of me today. All right, so it is the 20th. Hi, it is the 20th. Holy cow. We are now done with this because I pulled out that thing that I forgot about. Some of you noticed that I put back day 16. I think it was the Beekman Boys day 16, and I have rescued that from its box, so I promise I won't forget. Let's start with Elemis today. I'm actually working on a secret project today that has to do with these advent calendars for my patrons. So if you're not already a patron, our Christmas party is coming up on Saturday, tomorrow. We have a live stream going on with some fun surprises. At $5 a month, I only have one level to keep it simple. You not only get exclusive content and community, but you get invitations to special group trips that we're doing. And also, if you're interested in the e-course, you will get a special discount for the e-course that if you sign up for the whole year on Patreon, you'll actually, and then you order the e-course, the discount will equal a year on Patreon. So it's a really good deal. Patreon.com/JenLefforge. We would love to have you. I do Patreon because I love the community. When I first started, I didn't realize that that would be such an important thing to me. I also do it though because Google AdSense is wildly unpredictable. And as a business person, I could not continue to do YouTube videos if my income were that variable month to month. So what Patreon allows is for me to have consistent income. So I know I can pay my taxes. I know I can pay my assistant, Annalise, who I adore. I know I can pay my operating expenses. I know that I can, book upcoming travel, whatever is going on, because that amount of money is coming in every month. Not everybody is that way, but I could not live like that. So thank you to my patrons. If you want to become one, we would love to have you. I think we're like at 700 now, so that would be really fun. Okay, so here is our Elemis box. Let's go to day 20. I feel like we're getting to kind of important. That 25 is awfully big. Where's 20? Someone suggested that I turn the boxes around when I'm done, but I don't like that. I don't know why. I like seeing the numbers. Pro Collagen Morning Matrix. This is, I would say, now this is just for me, the Matrix line, morning and night Matrix is what I was on from like my 30s to my early 50s. And I just recently switched to the Pro. So this is a great product, very emollient, good for, once you're past like 35, I think it's time to like pump up the volume a little bit in terms of, okay, I abruptly stopped. This is the first technical difficulty we've had, which considering how many videos I've done, that's not bad. For some inexplicable reason, actually it's very explicable. The sound cut off because I think I had been using this for too long without putting it back in the charger. So sorry, everybody. I didn't notice that the blue light went out, but the whole last part of that, there was no sound. So pretend that I already opened this. I'll speed up the footage of me opening it so you can actually see it happening, and I'll put it over what I'm doing right now. That's pretty remarkable. I'm actually quite shocked that we've gotten this far without a major, technical problem. But the two things that I opened that I had no sound for were the mushroom milk, which is the better aging eye cream. And I'm sure I said something really fun about eyes. I don't know what I said, but this looks like a really good product and I look forward to using it. And then the wine that I opened is the Wild Child 2023 Chardonnay, which Chardonnay is one of my favorites. As long as it's nice and dry. I like a really dry, crisp Chardonnay. So hopefully this meets that bill and I'm gonna refrigerate it and I'm super excited about that. So day 20, done and dusted. I hope you're doing okay. I hope that you have some time off scheduled. And if you don't, I want you to know I see you too, because that was me for many, many years. Christmas Day falls on kind of a crappy day this year, because if you have a regular job and you didn't have enough PTO, which that is always what would happen to me, because if you live in the United States, we a lot of times don't have separate sick time and PTO. So I would end up using all my sick time because my kids got sick, and then end up having to go to work at times when other people were off. And Scott would stay home with the kids and I would go to work. And it's just really messed up in the US and how all that works with our kids and when they're sick. Maybe your company is better. But yeah. Sometimes I think we assume that everybody has the week after Christmas off, when the reality is I think the majority of American workers are probably going to be back in the office on the 26th of December, depending on the job that they have. Scott will be working that week. So yeah, I just don't want you to think everyone is assuming that you have the days off, because you might not. Whatever you're doing today, I hope you're finding joy. Tomorrow's video, I'm hoping, is going to be the gingerbread that I'm going to make, the bake with me. So I'm super excited for that. I might try to film it this afternoon. And then today's a great day because Scotty and I are going to do a little quick date up to our local mall and just walk around. So I might bring you guys some footage of that as well. So anyway, probably I will see you tomorrow. I can't wait. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Bye.